All of my classes are all hands-on. My science classes, my agriculture classes are all very, very hands-on, lab-intensive courses, because we believe that applying the skills that are learned in real-life situations and getting your hands on things really prepares kids to be able to transfer that knowledge into real life. So today's lesson was all about identifying the structures of the brain, because this is the end of the nervous system unit, and so we've learned about peripheral nervous system, we're into central nervous system, learning about the spinal cord in the brain. And so this is the anatomy part of the class where they get to identify different structures that make up their anatomy. You need to, between the two of you, decide who's going to have dry hands and who's going to have messy hands. These are your roles during dissections today. Messy hand people, you're going to be wearing the gloves, handling the brains, following the directions of your lab partner. You'll be handling the scalpels. You must wear safety glasses or goggles, and the rule on that is you're going to watch me. If my goggles are on, yours have to be on. If mine are off, then you may take yours off. Up to this point, we have learned about the physiology, how it works. So now we're looking at what exactly is it inside the brain that is actually doing these things that we've just learned about. As soon as you get your brain, I'm going to come pass them around, and as soon as you get one, you may begin. As they're dissecting these brains, it's really neat for them to cut open those structures and actually identify all the different parts of the brain and see how complex it really is. Here, cut this way. Stick your scissors under there and cut this way along the base, and then you can peel it back. Yep. Keep going. Cut right along here. Feel free to grab it with your hand. That probe isn't really doing a whole lot for you there.
You have the gloves on, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Open up your book to 293, because there's a lot of good diagrams in there that will help you identify all the structures on that sheet. That is the fat and muscle that you find right behind the eyeballs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so cerebellum is back here.
Right.
Okay.
Here, look at my brain. Here, I'm going to turn it the same way that yours is pointing.
How did you do that?
Just very carefully.
Mr. Roth is a great teacher. He's very involved with his students. He teaches very thoroughly so that everyone gets the grasp of it and is very concerned and wants everyone to succeed.
The time that he spends individually with each student is incredibly impressive. His lab is open to students before school, after school, at lunch. He schedules his life around really being there to help them be successful.
And that cerebellum is pretty fragile. Those are actually optic nerves. So you have a right optic nerve and you have a left optic nerve. And they come out here like this. And this is where Luis chopped them off, but they would cross over. So the left one would cross over to the right, and the right one would cross over to the left. And where they cross right there and form an X is called the optic chiasm.
He loves being involved in education. He believes in the program, he believes in the kids, and he believes in the best of the people around him. He brings out the best in everyone he works with, including his students.
I get to see them come in as these junior high students, basically, and they turn into adults. They turn into responsible citizens who are doing good things, who are helping their community, who are helping the school out, who are learning business skills and personal development skills and interviewing skills, things that are going to help them be successful in life.